While it is a lockdown period on the roll, we should keep in mind that soon there will be a time when everything will be going back to normal. Sooner or later people will be able to get out of their houses and go for a jog, go out to buy groceries, or even go out to restaurants. And while there is no clear date as to when, but soon people will be able to go out and travel as well. Going to different places will be coming back to its normal pace, and I guess we should be ready for those times as well. Well, there might be a few restrictions at the beginning of it, but some of the practices that I'm going to tell you today will be helpful for not only times like these but in the future as well. Minimalist bagpacking is not a trend or a fashion statement or style. According to me, it is a way of life. Carrying precisely the things you need and not going overboard with it should be, as to what I believe, the most practical way of traveling. Just imagine the kind of benefits it brings to the table. You have the precise idea of the things you've brought with you, so you don't have to keep on remembering the list of things. It drastically reduces the weight of the bag to carry, making the journey more comfortable. Basically what I'm trying to say is, just like planning for a journey is good as it helps to run things in a smooth way, planning for what you're going to carry in a journey is also a good idea as it helps make the overall process of travel all the more smoother. I know what you all might be thinking, but brother, you told us the so-called benefits of minimalist bagpacking. Are you going towards becoming a minimalist or something, and how the hell should I pack my bag like a minimalist? The answer to your question is, no, I'm not going towards becoming a minimalist. I just find it practical in terms of things like packing and things like that. I won't call myself a hardcore minimalist, but I believe in the practical side of it, just like the way I explained before, the benefits of packing a bag like that. And to the second part of the same question, how the hell should I pack my bag like a minimalist? Well, follow these steps for starters, and it depends on you how much you can take yourself to advanced levels. In short, become a minimalist. Step 1, list it up. The best way of keeping the thing in mind or having an idea of what you'll need on a trip is to make the list of the things. Make the list of things like what all you'll be needing. Try to keep the things common so that the space in the bag, and the weight of the bag stays less. For example, if you need a phone charger and there are 2 people traveling together who have 4 phones altogether for some reason with a common kind of a charging pin, the most practical way to travel will be with only 2 chargers, as I don't think and hope that you'll be running out of the juice from all the phone at once, and neither you'll be using all the phones simultaneously that you'll require all the chargers for yourself. Step 2, be practical. While going on a trip of 3 days, it doesn't make sense to have clothes equal to that of 7 days all packed up in your bag. What I suggest is keeping the same number of clothes as that to the number of days you're going to be on the journey. This rule of thumb is practical for the people who are on a short trip of 3-4 days, but when it comes to trips that require you to stay for a longer days, you can be practical and maybe use the same set of clothes twice or maybe thrice, depending on your comfort level and if the clothes are not that sweaty or dusty. For the people who are on a business trip, I can understand that having a separate set of formals and all those suits and all are necessary, but you can be as creative as you want with that as well. Although I don't recommend you to cut your formal pants to shorts just for the sake of being creative with it. I think that you know what I'm talking about. You can use the formals for your non-business purpose as well. Step 3, lose weight. And finally, making these small changes to your eccentric lifestyle doesn't mean much if you are carrying a huge bag with you. Then what's the point of going on with so less stuff? Carrying a small bag makes sense as the things you'll be carrying will be less in quantity. A small bag gives you the advantage of the mobility that is much harder to attain while carrying a big with huge size. I understand that you don't have to go for a fight or some military training for which you might this mobility as a deciding factor. But think of the time when you have a flight to catch and you're running late due to some reason. It can save you some serious time when you seriously have to make that run and the time you'll have to spend at the baggage counter while boarding the flight. I know most of the things seem to be of a no-brainer kind of a thing, but you can thank me afterward, because as you see, most of us know these things, but when it's time to apply it in our life, we somehow seem to forget it. Well, that's all for today, guys. Please make sure to like and share this if you found it useful, and please don't forget to follow me on my social media accounts. As always, the links are given below, cause I might be teaching you how to travel with fewer things at hand. I've got a huge heart to carry all your love around wherever I go.